of the clapped culture. It is April, so we're long overdue, and we're going to get straight into it. So, the first story that I'm not really going to talk too much on, because it's not like groundbreaking or anything, is Logan Paul is going to be a dad. So is Henry Cavill, but you know, the Logan Paul one I wanted to talk about a bit because it's a bit it's not, you know, well, I mean, obviously good for him, congratulations, you know, being a parent is obviously good, if you fit to take care of the baby, financially stable, blah blah blah. But in this situation, it's not very good because the public response has been tragic. Obviously, all of his friends, who are quite high up on the societal status, are happy for him, whatever, all of his personal friends and family, but the general public haven't been so kind. Obviously, if you remember when the Dylan Dennis beef was quite, you know, active with Logan, his girlfriend, Logan's fiance, should I say, was getting rinsed, being called, you know, names by everyone because of certain photos she had with people, and it looked like she'd had a promiscuous past, so people weren't very supportive of their relationship anymore. And obviously, with that taken into account, you can guess the same response with this, you know, how the baby's a group project. Not even joking, that was an actual comment I saw, commented a couple times by different people, and basically saying how's he even know that the kid's his. It's crazy. Really, I feel bad. You know, it's nothing to do with me, but I still feel bad anyway, because, you know, that's obviously the girl of his dreams, and he's getting rinsed bad. So, you know, poor Logan. But speaking of Logan, he has also been active because of something that happened with a YouTube channel. I can't remember the name. I think it was Graham something. I'm just going to quickly have to get his name up. His name was... should have had this prepared really, it's my bad. Graham Bensinger. From what I know, Graham Bensinger was someone who basically told Logan that he was going to film a documentary for him and that it was going to go to Apple TV, I believe. And obviously this would have been nice for Logan, seeing as his brother has just had a documentary with Netflix, and obviously his business partner and friend KSI has had a documentary with Amazon Prime. So, oh, and another one with Netflix, because he did the Sidemen documentary, or docuseries, whatever it was. And so, you know, this was nice for Logan, because he hasn't had a proper documentary before. And turns out it did not go to Apple TV. It went straight to Graham Bensinger's YouTube channel. Now, there's been a lot of, you know, battles between them both, verbal. I don't think any of them have reached the court yet, or if they even will, I don't know. But basically, Logan's saying that it's not fair because, you know, he let Graham in on his personal life, and Graham was saying basically how Apple TV cancelled the documentary, so he just decided to upload it on his YouTube channel, just, you know, without the intention to waste the footage. And Logan he isn't sold by that idea at all. He thinks that Graham wanted it for his YouTube channel all along, and it's not looking good for Graham. It's probably one of the only times I've ever seen the public agree with Logan and be on his side, which is crazy. But whatever, again, I don't know the full story, so I'm not going to comment. But I think that is pretty tragic, how you expect a documentary to be on like a streaming platform. That'd be sick. But he just sees himself on some guy's YouTube channel, and, you know, it's not very nice. But yeah, you got that. Something else I wanted to talk about isn't very big in America, and I'm pretty sure most of my viewers are American, so you know, if you want to stay and listen to this part, you can. There'll be timestamps if you don't want to, but basically, in the UK, there's been a big case where there's a girl called Lexi Bonner, and what happened was she beat up I think he was an 8-year-old autistic kid, because now I've seen a lot of different things. Obviously, I wasn't there, so I can't confirm or deny. But apparently, he was trying to make friends with her, and I've seen other people say that he was like, you know, like goading her or whatever. And then I've seen just cases and scenarios where she just straight up and went up to him and beat the shit out of him. And again, I don't know. At the end of the day, no matter which three of them is true, or maybe even an alternative, nothing should have given her the right to attack him. He's an 8-year-old boy, and she is 16. Again, I could be wrong. You know, I'm getting all this information from TikTok, so I'm trying to tread lightly here. But yeah, she beat him up, beat him really bad. I think he's okay now, physically, but emotionally and mentally that's obviously not great, especially because the video's on YouTube and TikTok, I think forever now. You just can't get rid of it, so that's something he's going to have to grow up with, especially with autism. It's going to be hard to tackle, and what she did was just nothing short of monstrous, and I really hope justice does prevail, because that's honestly really awful. I think anyone who is, you know, past teenager age, when they beat up a kid, that's just a clear sign of, you know, something wrong, like a screw loose. So I hope you know, she's helped in the brain, and I hope that she also does get in trouble, because that's just not right. Dune Part 2 was released. No, I haven't seen it, so I can't give a review. I've not even watched the first one, so I will, and then I might drop a review, I might not. But Dune 2's been released, and it's gotten really good reviews. It got higher than the last one. I think it got 93% on Rotten Tomatoes, so it's looking good. And on top of that, Godzilla x Kong: The New Empire was also released, which again I also haven't seen, because I'm going to go back and rewatch all of the MonsterVerse movies in order, because I've only seen Kong and the first Godzilla and Godzilla vs Kong. So the only one I haven't seen is Godzilla King of the Monsters, which I, you know, need to watch, but I should probably just rewatch them all in order anyway, so I remember. So I'll rewatch that, and again I will give a review if it's not too late. But yeah, that also got fairly rated. I think there was just a few scenes in the movie that a lot of people wasn't okay with, which again I can't talk about because I haven't seen the movie. I shouldn't be laughing, because in Gordon's situation I would be very infuriated, but Gordon Ramsay, I think, was selling one of his properties, I think, and basically what happened was squatters took over. Now, if you didn't know, squatter rights exist. So squatter rights, I think, squatters' rights are basically if they live, or if they take, like, homeless people, I think, or it can be anyone really, but it's normally homeless people. If they take over a property for a certain amount of time, they legally have rights to that property for a bit. I don't really know how it is or how it goes, but I think that's pretty bizarre, how he probably wants to sell that property and now he can't, because obviously it's been taken over, and I just cannot, you know, I just can't. Obviously he has a lot of money, so I doubt he's financially torn, but obviously, you know, even when you're rich, you know, you still don't want your fucking property taken over by a bunch of squatters, so it's not very nice. He can't sell the property now, at the minute. He's probably going to take it further legally, and I hope he gets a better grasp on the situation, because again, it's just not very nice. But, well, you know, but continuing, No, it wasn't. What's the date? 17th. 9 days ago, there was the eclipse. Now, in the UK, it was partial, but I think in America, it was a full eclipse. Which I think comes around every 80 years. Again, I'm probably yapping, I don't know, I just saw that somewhere. But, basically, the eclipse came around, and in the UK it was only partial, so, you know, it doesn't really affect us much. We can see like a bit, it gets a bit dark. But obviously for America it went like very dark for a bit. And everybody was theorising that if this was like a big conspiracy, and there was just so much yap about nothing. I'm not even joking, there was actually just yap about literally nothing. And I saw a story which really saddened me. It was, I think, it was a story about an influencer who believed that this was like some sort of judgment day for spirits, like a spiritual judgment day, which was just nonsense. And because she believed it so much, she killed her boyfriend, and I think did something to her kids. I can't confirm if she killed them or whatever, but it was obviously heartbreaking because, you know, he lost his life for nothing. And it's just not very nice because, you know, it just shows how mentally ill people can just have access to, you know, platforms and believe anything. And because of that, she lost her life because she also killed herself, and her boyfriend lost her life from just being in a relationship with her. And again, I can't remember what happened to the kids. I'm not very good at this news stuff, but it's not a very nice situation. And, you know, rest in peace to the deceased. And it's just something that we really need to get a better grasp on. Mentally deficient people using social media, because anything can happen. Only fair to have a bit light-hearted. Is about a llama who has been enrolled into a university in Oregon. I'm not even joking. This is the first ever case of, I don't know about animals, but a llama being enrolled at a university. And it's studying Spanish. I'm not joking. Oregon University in America. A llama is studying Spanish. You can't make this shit up. It's, what the fuck? It doesn't make any sense. I don't know why. Probably for attraction. Everything these days are just getting goofy for no reason. There's no reason to enroll a fucking llama. Like, I don't even... Hey Siri. How long does a llama live for?
Okay, I found this on the web for llama live. Check it out.
What? No, fuck's sake. Hey Siri. What is a llama's lifespan?
Calling Mum Mr. Mobile.
No, I didn't... What the fuck? Hey Siri. What is a llama's lifespan?
The average lifespan of a llama
20
is
years.
20 years.
Right. Thank fuck, that was a whole load of nothing. So it's 20 years. Right, which is pretty substandard for an animal. But it's really fucking weird, because what the fuck does he need to go to university for? But anyway, I've yapped long enough.